Hello everybody, it's Captain GameStar. Thank you very much for being here. I'm very thankful for today's episode. And I want to also say hello Carbot because we actually have a Carbot today. And this is my super favorite character. I still like Sky, of course, but this guy really takes the cake because he is a unique vehicle, as you can see here, which we're going to get into in just a second. And I really like the design, and I'm super excited to unbox this. I haven't had a chance yet to even open it up and actually play with this and interact with this, pose it or transform it. So I'm going to be doing that for the very first time just for you guys. It's super fun for us. Thank you to all my fans. And this will be wonderful indeed. Now the package, again, we'll quickly go over. It has an amazing presence. There's one thing I cannot get enough of is the Korean toys packaging. Even the Japanese toys, action models and stuff like that, all have fantastical packaging. Very decorative, colorful. You know, in this case, it is large. I mean, obviously it's going to be bulky in terms of storage, but perhaps I'll build a wall here depending. But I mean, eventually, I do want to use these packages as decorative pieces, but they're just, again, wonderful to look at. And you can also keep them for the toy in case you want to put it in storage for a little bit, of course, for adult collectors and whatnot. But again, it's just something wonderful to look at. Unfortunately, it's all in Korean, so therefore I myself cannot read it. But I'm sure it says all a bunch of cool stuff and informative things. But there you go. There's Chatan, and then there is, once again, Zetren or Zetren. And this is just going to be really exciting. So I'm going to start opening it up and unboxing it right here, right now. And then I'm going to cut a little bit closer and take a look at it and transform it. But whoa, lo and behold, the power. All right. Exciting. And then, of course, it does come with a set of instructions here. I like how they do the instructions because it's all in black and white. Obviously, there's some things in color like the logos, the final vehicle, but they also colorize the highlighted parts that you're going to actually transform and manipulate for that particular step. So good job with that. All right, so here we go. Awesome. Again, I like the reflectiveness of it. And here is, first and foremost, the weapon. See if I can pull this out. This is still kind of stuck in there, but oh, I got it. All right, boom. Now this is what makes him somewhat of a wizardry warrior, because from what I've seen in the animation, he's able to generate this with energy. It glows, and it can project air currents, you know, wind energy, wind elements, and obviously he can attack with it, you know, melee attack and whatnot. So super cool, has a great design. We'll take a closer look at it. And wow, look at that. My goodness. Again, I'm never, ever going to grow tired of just the presence, the tactile feel for all these Korean Transformers, for sure. Now this guy looks great. Even from the back, he's fantastic. He has, you know, a little bit of the hollow syndrome here at the back of his legs. But again, the sheer size and overall quality always makes up for that. And even when you see them in the animation, you generally always see these parts. They don't hide it. It's all part of the transformation. And it's fine. I mean, it's like he has plenty of details around here. The leg is still whole and everything. And the feet still look good on their own. You know, from the front, it's just, there's so much great stuff. I mean, the side and everything. So yeah, it's just really cool. I'm really happy to have this guy. One thing that's cool is like when we transform it, in case I don't show it over there, but when you put it from car to robot mode, you can actually press a button back here or depress this to basically unlock this front portion, because that'll need to be transformed when you put him into a car mode. So yeah, this is great. We're gonna take a look at it now, guys. Hands on, up close. Put on my gloves so I don't get it like too smudgy or anything like that, and get my hands all like distracting in there. And we're going to take a look. And the last thing we can just check out right here is just his overall articulation. Again, for posing, yay, super fun. I mean, you can turn his head too, that's great. And the arms, yeah, this is so cool, you know. The power staff sword. And yeah, it just looks really awesome. I can't wait to get to this. All right, guys, Zetren, let's go ahead and transform it and say hello to this Carbot. All right, and here we are. Look at him, ready for battle. He got his staff right over there. And man, he is just ready to kick into action, man. Look at that, so cool. Really like the, posability. Again, most people, they tend to just pose their toys like on the shelf like really normally. But to me, I like to take them and transform them, and I also like to line them up and do different kinds of like dioramas and just interesting concepts with them. And what I really like, let's take a look at some of the details here, is there's a good amount again of circuitry. As you can see here, look at all this engravings here. Looks really nice, super cool. It has some jaggedness there. This kind of like circuitry, circles and different grills and like designs, making it look futuristic and retro at the same time. And it really does capture the feel of a retro transformer, because it does still have plenty of smooth blockiness to it, which I really like. It's not overdone with like circuitry and engraving everywhere. So it has a balance of the retro transformers and even just like robots and mecha from like anime from the 70s and the 80s, but there's still good enough amount of modern detailing. Now, if you also look here at the chest and at the torso, again, looks awesome. I really like how this car is mostly black and red, but then when you transform it, you can start to see the new elements. That's what I like about the Carbots. Their kind of signature style is when you transform it, you start to see new things, right? Like you revealed here, like the yellow accents, and then of course like the silver here, and it just has a really nice scheme, just the right amount of color accents, And I also like how they took what traditionally might look like a villain, because its character is all kind of black and dark, but this is a really cool hero for sure. I also like how, man, the wheels, let's take another close look at the wheels, how the rims, they're actually painted red. That is fantastic. And again, no mushroom pegs. We just have the straight metal pins in there. Looks really authentic, looks super legit. And also we can look at like the arm too, for example. Again, he has nice kind of armor detailing there. And even inside, I like this kind of repeated jaggedness. See if you guys can notice that. It's a little dark. So let's see if I can get a nice shot with the light. There's a little bit, oh, you know what? Let me grab for you guys my flashlight, which is just nearby. All right, boom. See, I like how there's that kind of jagged teeth looking detail over there. And then of course he has, even on his chest, he has the Carbot insignia there, looking super cool. And another great detail here is they do have the light piping in the head. Look at that, booyah. So cool, because on the back of it, as you can see right there, boom, he does have that translucent neon green, one of my favorite colors, which is also on his headlights. So there you go, and then of course like the grills right there, looks super cool. I like the red details right there next to his feet. He has all kinds of interesting shapes right there, and then even on his arms. I mean, like, this thing is decked out, and you can see on the front, when you transform it too, you get the Carbot logo right over there. All right, super fun, man. Like, this thing is great. I like the look. It looks very sci-fi and fantasy. I get like some D&D RPG vibes, Final Fantasy and Xenoblade Chronicles, for all of you guys who know about stuff like that, and even the Combattler V and stuff. So Carbot, I really like how the Korean animation, you can tell they really enjoyed Transformers. They really enjoyed, anime and things like that, RPG games, and they're definitely moving things forward. I mean, these are wonderful to collect. 100%. Let's go ahead and also transform it a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and do this for the first time without any instructions. I'm going to go on pure intuitiveness as I talk a little bit more about it. But yeah, I mean, they're doing a lot of things right, For me, the limited articulation is not terrible because, again, there's enough to pose this for sure. So I'm sure we're going to go like this. Okay. And I'm pretty sure the legs are going to go in there. Oh, actually, you know what? That's just... Okay, you know what? Also, what I really like about the Carbots... Okay, so it looks like these are going to fold in here. And this is probably going to have to close down. And does this fold or anything? We don't know. He's like, no. Is that they usually include ways to incorporate the weapons in the transformation. Somewhat I'm already trying to figure out. So like, it looks like this is going to all be the top still. His waist doesn't turn, so there's nothing for you to rotate there. But this is going to go ahead and squeeze in order and collapse in order for it to have more room, apparently. And let's see here. We're going to want to put this here, I'm sure. So let's take a look before I close up anything there. What I'm looking at, it also has 2 pegs right there. Oh, that's because where the screw's going. So what I'm looking at down here, aha, I see it. So he does have, as you can see right there, a T-shaped, basically indent right there, which looks like that is going to push in. Voila! Oh wait, hold on. So that kind of moved up. Wow, that goes in pretty securely. That kind of moved this. So then it makes me wonder, does this actually... Oh, okay, this just... Ah, I see. That just moves up ever so slightly. And then this still has the perfect amount of room to do that. And then apparently, when that's all said and done, but I'm sure the legs will close up. There we go. All right, so now I can also see the headlights forming right here. Yep, and then the doors, I'm sure, are going to have to just swing back like so. Excellent. All right, so let's close this up here. And then, yeah, the tabs go in there. Again, there's that. And then there's also a tab right there on top of the roof. And we are done, man. This thing is looking real good, mighty fine. Wow, I am super happy with this. This thing is incredible. It definitely has like Knight Rider, if you guys are familiar with that TV show from the 80s. Knight Rider vibes, but also it looks futuristic, almost like, I want to say, kind of Batmobile, Batman Beyond. I mean, this just does so many things right. If you were not familiar with Hello Carbot and you were into vehicles and, you know, Transformers, I mean, like this, you would add to your collection and be completely satisfied. And also, I want to bring this up so we can take a look here. The top down looks really good. It definitely has, you know, retro kind of like Lamborghini vibes as well. I like these kind of sun visor grills here on the back with some vents, you know. Look at that. It's just, wow, this thing is great. Rolls really nicely too. And then, yeah, look at the details on the front. We have those translucent green headlights, Hello Carbot insignia. I mean, it just looks really, really good. And yeah, this goes down perfectly right there. Man. All right, guys. So yeah, I'm super happy. Again, these Transformers in particular are going to be like the funnest for me. And they're definitely great for posing and putting around. I mean, they're large, they're masterpiece-like scale, and just the quality is overwhelming sometimes, especially when you start getting a lot of them, because they look very glossy, very colorful. They're very quick to, you know, and fun to transform. A good balance. You know, some of them can get easier. They do have a lot of auto changers. Again, this is generally aimed at kids, but I know the adult collectors out there will appreciate this, and even the creators, I'm sure, have, you know, found a way to start to balance that. Like, they want to appease to kids and make the kind of sale to the young ones, but at the same time, they themselves, being adults, want to create stuff that they would collect because they probably grew up on things like Transformers and anime and stuff like that. So definitely check out these Hello Carbots. Again, I'm hoping they bring the an English translated version here, subtitled or dubbed, whichever one I'm totally happy with, so I can watch them from time to time, because again, just fun, you know, innocent and enjoyable cartoons, pretty easy to watch, you know, put in the background and stuff like that. So, you know, and of course you can be transforming and, you know, interacting with your Hello Carbots as you know, watch it and stuff. So super cool, guys. There you go. This has been Zetren, and this again is a must-have for me because just the overall style of it is incredible. All right, guys, thanks so much for hanging out. Don't forget, stay thankful, stay positive, say a praise, keep those good vibes going. Thanks so much for hanging out, Captain GameSet, and the super fun force. Yo, we'll be back at you. Peace.